It's time to get a little less serious about wrestling. This is the alternate commentary table with lifelong friends.
Notice your difference in size.
And lifelong wrestling fans.
Each is a very capable performer, and each is a little too clever to give the other boy much of an advantage.
Mitch Hontzias.
Credits himself with a lot of power.
And Dimitri Korolis.
So that he got all that power from drinking raw olive oil all through his youth.
It's Mitch Hontzias! It's Mitch Hontzias! You wish! You wish!
Come on!
Let me talk to you. You all wish. And your wishes have come true because the alternate commentary table is coming at you live, unlive, on the Celebrate Wrestling podcast feed. That's right, Celebrate Wrestling. It's just the prerequisite and the etiquette that you need to do when you drop on this channel, anywhere where you're streaming your podcast. I'm going to tell you one thing because it's very important. We're going to reference it three times during this episode. It's the Celebrate Wrestling Facebook page that you need to be a part of. If you're not, just put in a quick request.
Yeah.
Super quick.
And I will approve everyone.
Everybody.
I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm going to make sure you're a human. I do my stuff, Mike. Don't worry. I check.
Don't worry.
I do a quick little screening, if you will.
That's right.
I'm going to peruse you. I'm going to look you up. And yes, I am going to go through your profile pictures. All of them.
Why not? It is.
And you have to impress me.
Dress to impress.
Please.
Dress to impress. Listen, Celebrate Wrestling. It's got a whole swack of things going on. It's that Facebook page I talked to you about. A lot of great banter going on. We're going to reference it. Also, great shows. McGuire on wrestling.
It's a good one.
That's Daddy right on top of
That's
wrestling.
a nice show.
It's a good
nice
show. It's a good show. You got Legends and Champions from the other side of the pond.
Great show.
Great show.
I mean, it sounds familiar lately.
Well...
It's a good show.
We're not going to start like that.
No, you know what? I am going to start like that.
Uh-oh.
No. I'm starting that way.
Oh, no.
But you know what? I was going to come up. I was going to come at them.
Okay.
But after I saw that video that I saw today,
Yeah.
I stand back.
Are you going to cut a promo?
I stand back. Hey, no promo needed. Well done. You guys don't need to know everything that goes on. This is like the inside on the inside. All I'm going to say, Stefan, well done.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Listen, we said Stephanos is the Greek word for the crown.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got footage. He may be the king.
He might be the king.
He may be the king.
He could be the king.
Already.
Technically, he is because she was the queen. Didn't she win the queen?
Well,
Wait, but
yeah.
Okay. Okay, we started with the John Cena song.
Yeah, we did.
Guys, let's just start where we need to start.
Where do you want to go?
We're starting with Raw. Why even hold back? Tell me that intro on Monday, you're sitting there, you're going, I can't wait for this. It's going to be the one time we get to see Cody and we get to see John. There's going to be an explanation, hon. I'm going to figure out why did this happen. This is all I'm going to say. Why did that music hit just a little bit better that day? Tell me you haven't heard that music every single time and you don't get a little excited. You put your 3 fingers up in the air. You get excited. You do the salute. But this time, it felt a little different and good different.
Yeah.
Awesome different. I'm telling you, I was like, I can't wait. Because you didn't know how Monday was going to start. Maybe they were going to bring Cody, then him. You didn't know which way it was going to go.
Nobody knew.
And when he comes out and he's donning the colors of Brussels, the Brussels flag, and he's doing his thing and he's doing this, or not Belgium, obviously, but he's in. Okay, where do we even start here? Like, do we start with his promo? Do we start with the crowd? Let's start with the crowd. I think I am now convinced I want to go to Belgium. I want to go to Belgium. I didn't think those words would ever come out of my mouth.
But now?
I want to go to Belgium.
Listen to me, ladies and babies. Okay?
That's what I'm saying.
You're right. Where do you start with it?
I know.
The crowd in Brussels,
Amazing.
can we just say,
Yes.
is the greatest overseas crowd ever?
So far, number one.
I don't know.
Number one.
In our power rankings.
And today's show does include Italy. It does include Italy.
Okay.
I watched it today. And they are number one.
They're number one.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Unreal.
Okay, let's backtrack. Let me tell you how amazing this was in everything. You knew. You saw the week before, John Cena's not going to be there. That's fine. We accept it. You're like, what are you going to do? We get a week hangover.
Right.
But sometimes you just can't rush the roast.
That's right.
You cannot rush the roast.
I love what you're saying.
Leave it at 180. Let it cook.
Let it cook.
Take
But wait,
it-
can I look at... No,
No.
don't. Oh, no. Hey.
But I just want to open the oven.
No.
Hey, listen. The prime rib has got to cook.
It needs...
It's got to rest.
Has
and
to.
then it's ready to serve. That's what we got.
You'll thank me in the morning.
To the point.
Yeah.
I understand Netflix. I understand the game. I can't watch you now. I can watch you later.
That's right.
My prerogative.
Just saying, greatest thing ever.
And it is the first time in a while where I turned to the family and I said, listen, Korolis clan, I don't care what's going on. I get dinner's going to be at the table. But daddy, not Mike McGuire, this daddy. Right? Because daddy's daddy even in my own home.
That's true. They all know.
Like when he walks into my house.
Your kids say, Daddy's home.
Hey, daddy's home. Daddy's here. Right?
Yeah,
and they
that's
know
right.
that. But
They
when
know.
he's not there,
You're the daddy.
I'm the daddy.
Yeah. You get
Yeah,
it.
everyone
Everyone
gets
gets it. Yeah.
Same in your home.
Yeah, very much so.
Very much so.
Very much so.
You know.
They just call me, the kids call me Mitch. That guy that pays for everything.
Yeah. Hey, Mitch, daddy's coming over, right? You wouldn't mind fixing the table, would you? So anyhow, where I'm going is the first time, man, I looked, I said, I need to see this live. Like, I'm not watching the replay. I'm not watching it. That's how big that is.
Agreed.
And did it deliver? You know, at first, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
So I watched, he comes out.
Yeah.
Like, John Cena is so good.
Yes.
Is so great.
Yeah.
He just understands how to manipulate and curate the whole operation. He's not even at the point where he's doing a promo for himself. Now he's like, he's just operating at too crazy of a level.
Yes.
And I think that's why I love that him and The Rock have this thing.
Yeah.
I can't wait till the two of them together deliver something. Now I'm chomping at the bit. Now I'm salivating.
Listen, he came out and he's where a lot of us, and I'm sure if a lot of people follow the internets, they're going, oh, he shaved his head. The report right before he came out, he's covered up that bald spot. He's going to come out in different attire. He's going to do this. And he came out to the same music. Yes. He came out with the same attire.
Yes.
The jorts, even though I don't want the jorts, are still there. Ladies, and then he gave you a reason that, let's be honest, wasn't what we expect. We all expected him like, I wanted the money. I need more fame. He's like, no, you guys have never appreciated me. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't figure it out already, this was your mom basically telling you she's not cleaning your room anymore. Ooh. And she's serious. And that's what we got. John Cena looked at the world and then pointed to a few kids in the stands and said, you made fun of me. You guys didn't like me. I always knew. And I am now standing up for myself. And let's be honest, a lot of us were maybe slightly disappointed going, that's the reason? But it's true. It's true. And he even proved it during his promo when people were like cheering, when he's like, I'll just leave. And then they were cheering. He goes, there you go. There you go.
It's so funny. We're here going to sing John Cena's praise. And I'm going to do that all through the episode.
Yes.
However, I got to also sing another guy's praise during this whole thing.
Don't do it.
I'm going to do it.
Don't do it.
I'm going to do it.
Don't do it.
Don't you tempt me. Don't you tell me what to do. I have to sing the praise of, because the first thing that went off the shoot was, what's the bigger heel turn? Is it Hulk Hogan? Mm-hmm. Is it John Cena? Mm-hmm. And why? Yeah. You think why? Well, it's very easy why. Both of them were the ultimate good guy.
Yeah.
That turned into the ultimate bad guy.
That's right.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. Time will tell when it's done. I still think that the Hogan thing, because I said the other week, I'm like, you had the runway, did it different,
Agreed,
all this stuff. Okay. Yeah. But this is where Hulk Hogan is so masterful, because at first I was watching the promo, honestly, Mitch, and I'm like, oh my goodness, they copied the whole Hulk Hogan thing. Like, this is where the wrestling business is going, and you fans turned on me, and you guys turned on me. And I'm like, he's copying him. But then you realize, well, that's actually the angle.
That is.
Exactly. You don't need to, because now I'm thinking if he did anything different,
right,
it would actually be stupid. So this is, again, where now I go back and now I got to give credit to John Cena.
Yes.
Because how well he understands the business says, I don't necessarily have to be different. I could actually rip off or go along the same lines of what a Hogan did back then. And it works because it makes sense. And judging by the crowd, it makes sense. And judging by the reaction, it makes total sense. And judging by the opponents in Cody Rhodes, it makes all the sense. When we talk about the GOAT picture, it will come down to one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk Hogan is the most beloved good guy.
Yes.
And he will go down as the most beloved bad guy.
Okay.
Can John Cena do the same?
Well, 100... He's on course. Will he keep it? Will he stay on par? I'm not sure, because you're right. It looks like it. You know what? If there's one thing that wrestling, doing a body slam is hard. Doing a suplex is hard. This is actually harder.
Yes.
Keeping in line with what the fans need you to do. Maybe they don't want you to do, but they need you to do. This is going to be epic to watch.
And can I tell you why John Cena, again, now I go back to his praise.
Yeah.
This is where he's so professional and just gets it, Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
He allowed Cody Rhodes to walk down the ring.
Yes.
Roast him.
Yes.
With zero comeback.
Listen, are you in my notes again?
Okay.
I'm going to tell you this right now. And maybe you guys need to, I don't know, bookmark this, maybe save it forever.
Say it.
I'm going to say it.
Preach it.
Cody Rhodes, for once in your life, you did exactly what you were supposed to do.
Yeah.
You didn't come out and make it about you, which it's always been. Some people might say, people will say, Mitch, you hate him so much, you don't need him. Okay, sure, whatever. Tell me I'm telling lies when I tell you right now, he came out there, Cody Rhodes, the fans are cheering. The fans automatically love Cody. Tell me that they don't love him more. Tell me that they don't love him more now that John's gone to the other side. What would have happened if John stayed on the side that he was supposed to stay on? This would have been bad for Cody. He goes on the other side.
Yes.
Cody comes out. He says his promo, excellent. Says his, I don't want this John Cena. I don't want this. And by the way, he's been swearing a lot. This new John Cena, this is maybe why I'm starting to like him a little bit, just a little bit.
Or Cody, you mean?
Pardon me, yeah, Cody.
Yeah.
Cody's dropping a lot of swears.
A lot of swears.
He's dropping a lot of
frustration.
Bombs. It is, because he knows, even though he should be, Cena still got a little bit. But he did his promo. He did it beautifully. Dropped the mic, walked out,
but hold on,
didn't
Mitch.
go further.
Hold on, Mitch. Again, this is where I got to go back to the John Cena.
Okay.
John Cena literally, in the span of a few minutes, put over a guy.
Yeah.
More so than he could ever put over himself.
Okay.
Without saying one word.
Yeah. Yes.
And
yes.
And ladies and babies, honey sugar babies, go back. You got to watch the promo.
That's right.
John Cena has always been the guy that has the smartest thing to say in the room. When Cody Rhodes came out, you could tell, if you want to really look at the business of it, you could see the whole thing was, Cody, you are going to come out, you're going to give me the business, and I'll say zero back, and I will actually denigrate myself down to this level. The fact that John Cena said no words did more for Cody Rhodes than any word Cody Rhodes has ever done for himself.
That's right. But exactly. But what I was kind of saying is Cody didn't go overboard. He goes, I don't want this Cena. If this is the Cena that's going to come to WrestleMania, I'll kill this one. And then he said his promo fast, easy. It wasn't a long-winded one. He dropped his mic. He dropped his. And the crowd loved it. Can I be honest? Go back to let's go to the beginning. His music hits. He comes out. Was it 5 minutes before he said a word, maybe from the start to the beginning? Because the fans, Cena sucks, Cena rules, Cena
let's go, Cena.
Yeah.
Cena sucks.
Buddy, unreal, and Cena played it beautifully. Like when you watch Ocean's 13 or Ocean's 10 or Ocean 12 or whatever ocean movie it is.
Yeah.
You let if you kind of reflect back to those movies, the bad guy is actually doing all the harm to himself. When he comes out, he goes, "Hey fans, tell me which way to go." He's watching he goes, "I think you're going to go this way." You're right. And he just follows you and he just takes you on a ride. And this is why he's the best of all time, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not saying it because I'm trying to be the bad guy on the podcast or whatever. This is why he's the greatest of all time. He just gets it. He just follows it. He does it well. And watching that, to see, and this is the thing, everyone was waiting for him, Dimitri. A shaved head, different attire, maybe in a suit.
I love that part of his promo.
I loved it.
Where he's like, oh.
Yeah.
He's like, this is my stuff.
That's right.
You guys love my, and you know what? All that last week showed me is, what else do we got? Mm-hmm. What's next?
You know what I like about it? And I've said this a couple of times, and I know you've said it too. We're watching the Jey Uso and the Gunther go at it back and forth and trying to figure out where they fit in it.
Meaningless.
But the thing is, each week they have to do something for us to remember. Oh yeah, they're part of WrestleMania.
Exactly.
Holy crap, I forgot.
Exactly.
These guys don't have to do anything for a couple of weeks, bro. They literally don't have to do anything for a couple of weeks.
Listen, we forget what the word superstar
That's right.
actually means. And that's a great point with the Gunther and the Jay.
We'll get to them in a second.
I mean, they are hotter than... Actually, I can't say that. I can't say what I'm
Don't
gonna
use
say.
that. I know what you're going to use. You use it all the time. No,
Let's just say they're hot.
Okay, let's go to this one.
Sure.
Staying on Raw. Let's stay on Raw for a minute.
Stay on.
Because AEW, we got things to say about you too. We'll get to you.
Hey.
Because, wait. Okay, listen to me. Rhea Ripley might be the smartest person I've ever met in my life. Follow me on this.
Sure.
You see somebody's getting something you want. Bianca Belair is about to sign a contract with Io Sky. WrestleMania, all the belts on the line, blah, 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 Las Vegas. But you're not a part of it. She goes, the hell I'm not. She comes down there, gets into a fight, puts her name on the contract. Her name's not supposed to be on but signs it anyway and says, and then later on in the presser, in the promo, she's like, what are you talking about? My name's on the list.
You guys.
My name's on the list.
You guys.
This is gold.
You know what? It's about time people start doing things that make sense around here.
That's right.
No gimmicks, no this, no that, no
yeah.
cheesiness. Just listen, I can beat you up.
Right.
I'm going to bully you. The greatest thing that ever happened was she walked out and was like, by the way, this is me signing and me being in.
Yeah.
And you know what, Pierce? I stuck up for you. I sat here week to week out of defiance to the Nick Aldis and the Mitch. Apparently they know each other.
We're friends.
They did a couple.
Not friends. Really good friends.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, the whole thing was, I don't know. We were
Mickey.
We were,
I call her Mick, but
listen,
that's besides the point.
we were at a show. He mentioned his name. Regardless.
Show one, maybe a pod or two.
He did an
an
opener for us. He loves me. Didn't really have nice things to say about you.
Did I get a call to go to London next week? I don't want to say anything.
Point being is Pierce. You know what? If you're not going to rip that contract out and just get the white out and erase it,
that's right.
that's a you problem.
That's a you problem.
Do we love us in Io Sky?
Buddy,
do we love us in Io Sky?
Can I tell you, this match, the more I think about it, when you think about an Io Sky versus a Bianca Belair versus now, and it's going to happen, where Rhea will join in as the third party.
Yeah, it's done.
Is it not going to be, like, whoever wins this match, you're going, yeah, you're the champion.
Yeah.
There's times you'll see a triple, and we'll get to that in a minute. SmackDown. We'll talk about you guys, where three people are in a match, and you're like, I don't mind if that person wins. In this particular match, whoever comes out as the winner, you're like, yeah, that's the way it should be, because each has a good point. But this one, there's something about this one, and Io, man, I'm really cheering for her. I really am. I don't know if they'll put it on her. And I hate to think that it's because maybe her English isn't the best in her promo, but it does play a role.
It's endearing, though.
It plays a role, unfortunately. And I wonder.
Ooh.
You know?
What are you wondering?
The other thing with Rhea, while she's putting her name on there, why doesn't she ask for a raise? She's like, listen, I just signed for this match. You guys owe me $1 million.
Right.
This is the way to do it.
You might as well.
Yeah. Just throw like that number sign in there. Like, you gave me a raise. Didn't you realize this?
She's the new Jericho. Instead of Jericho's list, she's got Rhea's contracts.
Nice.
Could you imagine?
That's the way to do it.
Like, she just walks, yeah, I'm adding a 0.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you going to do about it?
So
I love it.
Here's where, because we were watching the Io Sky stuff, and we're watching the John Cena, of course, and the Cody.
We were in a David Copperfield
Buddy,
show, Mitch.
we were hypnotized. Hypnotized. All of a sudden, Jey Uso shows up.
What?
I forgot about Jey Uso.
Who?
Not because I want to. He comes out. And now here's the thing. I thought he was on, let's say, enemy territory, right? You got a German, you got a Belgian. I thought they were very, close in ties. Well, Jey Uso comes out and he's got a match with Austin Theory. Let me do this for you. In the first ever episode, in the first ever time we're going to drop this, alternate Jeopardy.
What?
Yeah. Dimitri, biggest jobber in the WWE is?
I'm going to go with Brooklyn Brawler.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. Right now, the answer was, what is Austin Theory? 20 seconds. It's over. Jey Uso comes out. He does the yeet. His yeet was longer. The yeet chant was longer than the Austin Theory match. What happened to Austin Theory? What happened to Jey Uso? What's happening here?
Yeah, you know what? He is a jobber.
He's a jobber,
my goodness.
bro. He's a job. He's
It's
become
so
a jobber.
good. Can I take stolen bits for 400?
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is a show that is from the other side of the pond that would take a bit from the alternate commentary table.
What is Legends and Champions?
That is correct. You have the board, Mitch.
Board control.
It's all about board control.
It's all about board control. You control the flow.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
right.
No, but okay, Jey Uso smashing, like literally smashing Austin Theory in mere seconds. Not good for Austin, great for Jay. Gunther comes out and he's at home, but where I thought he was at home, he's not at home. The Jey Uso thing is bigger than I thought. Like, I knew it was getting bigger. He wins the Royal Rumble, all that stuff. But dude, Jey Uso is on his way, man. He's on his way.
Look, it's the right fit.
Yeah.
It is the right fit. Like, there's just too many people behind him that at some point in time you just got to listen to the crowd and the marketing, the clout. You can't help it.
You can't help it.
And this is one thing where I don't know who I credit.
Okay.
Well, you credit management at the end of the day, but when you look and say, "Oh my goodness, you got the hot," like, let's be honest, the Usos and the Young Bucks,
Yeah.
hottest tag teams in the world.
Yes.
Okay? Like, to me, this, like, the Young Bucks are the Usos of AEW, and the Usos were the Young Bucks of WWE, right? Vice versa. They all had their thing. It was great. Then you get to a point where you say, guys, we got to split them up.
Yeah.
It's a terrible decision. They've been keeping it alive, but we know.
You don't think it was them asking to be split up? You think management split them up?
I think they could see it.
Really?
Yeah. Who else builds the stars, though, Mitch?
I don't know. I guess a little piece of me is like, I don't think the
Like,
management
like
would have
maybe-
said, hey,
maybe-
we need more individual wrestlers.
No, maybe they looked and said, guys, we wouldn't mind to try like a solo row, but I don't buy into that.
Okay,
I buy into the
okay.
fact where they say, you know what? I think we see something here,
Okay, all right.
right? Like, why else would they call main event Jey Uso before he was even anything main event? Because they knew he'd get there. Guy, like, it's too brilliant, Mitch.
Do you think they did like a eeny, meeny, miny, mo on the twins?
Oh, and right.
Like, how did they
Yeah.
know that Jay would be the main event and Jimmy, unfortunately?
Oh, I can tell you
needs to,
very
like, get
simple. They're like, hey,
tailored suits.
can you guys take your shirts off really quick?
Buddy, at that time, it wasn't that much of a compliment. Like, it wasn't
Tarps off, boys. Tarps off.
tarps off.
Like, you remember that? Do you remember
And they don't even know his name. They're like, that one.
Yeah, that one. Sure. Jimmy J, whatever. That's yeah, sure, whatever. Hey, John.
I'm Jay. Yeah.
Johnny, come here.
All right, Jacob, get over
here. Do you remember that skit on Saturday Night Live? The old skit with Patrick Swayze and Chris Farley? Where they had to do the chip.
That's what it's turned into.
That's the Jay and Jimmy Uso are Patrick Swayze.
That's not nice. That's not nice.
What?
That's not nice.
What?
You know what?
Yeah, what?
You know you're getting a call. You know, Mike's going to call.
I'm not wrong.
Mike's going to call.
I'm not wrong.
Right? And you know what, Mike? I'm on your side. I get it. I get it. No,
Okay.
no, you've gone too far, sir.
No, you've
gone too far.
Mitch, you are the Hulk Hogan of the alternate commentary table. You're all politics. You're all politics.
What about the Lucha USA? what's
See,
Lucha Americano? What do we call this guy? I don't know what you call this guy.
You mean to tell me I'm about to walk into HR with Mike and then you hit me with Lucha business?
Whoa.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah, but Lucha,
I know
but this Lucha gentleman keeps coming in.
Yeah.
Who is he? What? So there's a big fight on the internet. They don't actually. There's people that do not believe that it's Chad Gable. There's people that are like, that's not Chad. I can tell. Look at his chin. Blah blah blah. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. That's not Chad. Hey, what about when he got fired? Chad's doing the interview. The other guy's getting like, how could that be?
I think it's Hulk Hogan.
What do you think?
It's the Hulkster.
It could be the Hulk Hogan.
I've seen that outfit before.
Yeah. Thoughts on the Lucha? Listen. Whoever this person is and whatever's going to happen, I'm excited because you know what? The hottest thing at Raw right now is Penta. Penta, buddy,
hold on.
fire.
Time out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not the hottest thing in Raw.
You don't think so?
I'm going to give him one up.
Okay.
The hottest thing in all of luchador, like he is the actual successor to Rey Mysterio.
Okay. Buddy, you're not in my notes, but I don't know how much you watched of SmackDown today, but when we were watching it, there was a comment made about Eddie Guerrero, and the comment was, Eddie Guerrero is the greatest luchador of all time. I'm going to tag you in.
Okay.
Is Eddie Guerrero a luchador or not a luchador?
No.
Tag me back in.
No. I don't see how that works.
Neither do I. But the comment was made. The comment was made.
Like okay, maybe that's a talking point. It's a controversial talking point, but listen, I'm not even trying to be funny right now.
No, neither am I. I'm just telling you what they said.
I thought in my assessment, a traditional luchador has the mask and the outfit and the whole
Agreed. That's what I thought.
The presentation.
That's what I thought. But Eddie Guerrero's name was the greatest luchador. Now, maybe it was a miss on their words. I don't know.
He could be the greatest humidor.
No, it was luchador. Oh. I know what I heard. Right. Okay, to finish off what happened on Raw, little Finn Balor, little Braun Breaker. What's your thoughts on that? Dominic getting involved. Dom's got to just stay out of stuff. You know what I mean? He doesn't seem to do well when he's trying to fix things. He's not a fixer.
He's not a fixer.
He's not a solution guy.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
He thinks he is, though.
Well, that's the problem.
That is the problem.
That's millennial entitlement right there.
Liv's got to take him to the side and say, hey, listen,
okay,
you're not that guy.
Do you think Raquel and Carlito should just get married?
Yeah. You know what?
Sorry,
there's a little tension there.
There's tension.
I don't see it, though.
I see it.
You see it.
I see it.
You see it.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is what I don't see. She's never like looking at his apple.
Right.
Like she's never she looks like more of an orange girl.
He's not the apple of her eye.
That's what I see.
That's tough.
Yeah. It could be that bandana. Maybe it's over her eyes.
You know what would make that triple threat match for WrestleMania better?
What's that?
Liv Morgan.
Don't do it.
Quad.
I'm going to tell you, we're going to get to SmackDown. Wait until we get to SmackDown. Just before that. So, we finished with Raw.
Sure.
We thought John Cena coming out, doing his thing was like the biggest thing ever, which it was.
Fair.
Then AEW says, you know what, guys? We had a wicked pay-per-view. We had like five-star matches. Like, we're like amazing. Like, the Meltzer says that we're the best of the best of the best.
It's about the music, man.
Exactly, right? Yeah. And then they show up on Wednesday. And I'm not going to lie to you. Started off pretty good. I'm watching a 4-way match, right? I'm watching.
Okay, can I tell you what I was surprised about?
Just so you guys haven't figured this out, if Dimitri interrupts me as I jump into something, which I don't mind, by the way, you know he's passionate about something. He's passionate. He can't hold himself back. He's like, freak this. It's like a hockey fight. He drops his gloves. I'm like, I got to defend myself. I don't know what to do. I guess we're going.
Listen. And for the record, A, everything he said is right.
Yeah.
B, it's because I know what I'm about to say is what he's about to say.
Yeah.
And we've told you before, I actually have no idea what's on this guy's notes. I couldn't believe that Orange Cassidy, after all that, was there to start the match.
Orange?
What?
On the start of a Dynamite?
I couldn't believe it.
No.
Oh, yes, Mitchell.
No. Well, it wasn't just Orange. It was Mark Davis, Ricochet, and your new favorite, Mitch. Favorite,
Mitch.
Speedball Mike Bailey. This is the best part. Like literally, God sometimes looks down on me and says, "Mitch, what do you want? What? Hey, bud. Hey, over here.
Hey, bud.
I'm like, hey, G, what's up?" He goes, "What do you want? Do you want $1 million? No. Do you want like internal like life? Maybe. I don't know. Do you want to make Dimitri crazy? Yes. How about I make Rick and Speedball tie this match?" And buddy, when that tie happened, swear to goodness, I started writing things down. I grabbed a pad of paper. I think I wrote on my son's forehead because I couldn't forget the notes I wanted to write. I was like, I have to write this down. The tie to me was the greatest play of all time because I'm like, A, it'll drive you crazy. Yeah. But B, I'm like, okay, you can't decide. You can't figure out which of these two you want to put over right now. Even though it should be Rick, there's something you want to prove with Mike Bailey here, with Speedball.
So I sent Mitch a message right away.
Right away.
He knows me all too well. I'm tweaking. I'm vibrating.
He's losing it.
I'm losing it. I'm busting. Yeah. I'm falling apart at the seams. I sit there and I look, Mitch, I go, who is this guy? Like okay, listen, I painted the analogy of what I think he is last week, but I'm going to paint you another one. I turned to him and I go, Mitch, there's Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
That's right.
I go, here's Mark the Lizard Steam Whistle.
That's what he said
look
to
at
me.
me with my kicks. The greatest thing that Orange Cassidy ever did was give him the kick back, but with his hands in his pockets.
It was awesome.
Give him the leg kick back.
Yeah.
Why are they pushing this guy? I sit here and I say, out of everything that's going on in AEW and everything that's holy in this world, we got to sit here and we're pushing this guy? This guy?
All I can say is this. To Rick, next week, you're probably going to have to take him on one-on-one to decide who's going to be the number one contender to Kenny Omega.
I can't tell if he's wearing a mouth guard or if he has new veneers.
He does have a mouth guard in. But here's Rick, I'm giving you the inside on the inside. He's got no shoes on. Just step on his foot.
Okay, can we talk about this for a second?
That's all I'm saying. Step on his foot.
Why are people bypassing this?
What?
The tactical advantage.
You know, there's a respect between men when they fight, right? You know what I'm saying? Like tonight, if we go out after this podcast,
right,
and we're sitting there minding our own business.
Sure.
Minding our own business.
We ain't here to start nothing.
That's right. And somebody turns around and says, hey, who's this guy with you? And I because I have to do it, right?
Right.
And I'm like, hey, you talking to my friend? You talking to my friend? If I look down and I see he's not wearing any shoes, I'm going to just tell you guys all this. I'm attacking his toes.
Yeah.
I'm going after the toes.
Right.
I don't understand how they don't see this as an advantage. Jump on his toes.
Yes.
Yeah. That's it.
Like, it's not hard.
Put a lot of, where everyone's bringing out like bats and like steel chairs, bring out bedposts.
Yeah, this is why
let him stub his own toe.
This is why Ric Flair was the champion for so long.
That's right.
He wasn't the dirtiest player in the game. He was just playing the game.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
That's it.
Next week, we'll find out. Ricochet versus Mike Bailey. Dimitri's dream matchup of all time. It's going to happen. So then I'm watching Dynamite, and I'm like, okay, that's number one. That's cool. Mercedes Moné versus Billy Stark. Can I just say something? I am now starting to see the Mercedes Moné situation. She's too good, man.
Yeah.
She really is. Like, I will apologize right now, right here.
Yeah.
I might have given her a hard time. What's the big deal? She's got 4 belts. Can we give her more belts? Can we give her more? I think it would actually be cool to give her more belts.
Guys, listen to me. AEW.
Yeah.
For all things that are holy. You have Mercedes Moné. She's got all these belts. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You got the Cardona. He's got all these belts. Can we not just make something happen here?
I hear you.
Like, can they not be just the belt collaborators? The thing with Mercedes Moné, love her or hate her, on that side of the world, she is the best. And there's no base case.
It's true.
Outside of Tony Storm. For anybody.
You know what? And this is where the wrestling fanatics will go at it. Who's a better wrestler? We'll get to that. Tony Storm is amazing in her own right. We'll get to that in a minute. Give it a second.
Wait.
So after that match, I'm like, well, you know what? This is a good start to Dynamite. This is pretty fun. This is exciting. What? Jon Moxley's taking on Adam Edge, a.k.a. Rated R Superstar, a.k.a. Copeland, like whatever his name is. I look at the clock on my watch, on my videos, on my whatever. I'm like, is this match going to go for an hour and a half? Like, dude, I do my cross to you. I'm like, is this for real? What are they doing in the middle of the match? I'm like, somebody must have an emergency flight that they have to make. I am not joking. That's what I thought was happening.
I'm going to say my negative thing about this right now to get it out of the way because I have a lot of positive things to say about the match.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do, actually. Here's the thing. AEW.
Yeah.
We've sat here. We've talked about it. You've said it. The Meltzer has said it. The McGuire. Daddy's had the Meltzer on the mic on his show saying it all this
I know
stuff.
where you're going. I know.
Where it's like, well, you know, AEW, they decide.
Is that your Meltzer?
That's not my Meltzer. That's my wrestling word.
That's your, okay.
I was going
to say that's not a good Meltzer.
Hold on a second.
I'm just going to say to you.
I will never.
I just didn't want to disrespect the Meltzer because
I would never disrespect.
That's a crappy Meltzer.
It's not the Meltzer and it's not the Daddy, but I can see how it came that way.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, thank you. You know what? This is why you're a good friend.
This is why I watch
You're protecting me right now.
Hey, HR's already all over you. You don't need this. You don't need this.
HR.
You got enough.
Human resources. I live by human resources. Anyways. So here's the thing. It's like, well, you guys know it. And that's my Tony Khan. It's my Tony Khan. There we go.
That's a great Tony Khan.
Well, you know, we get most viewers during this period. Well, of course. Because as my counterpart Mitch says, you're serving the dessert before the main dish.
Exactly.
I don't want to see the end of the show.
Right.
You just gave me the show. You know, I don't understand why we got to mess with things, Mitch. Cope, Moxley, Street Fight, Championship, make me wait. For the love of God,
exactly.
I will wait until the 11th hour on your show to watch that whole match. But when you give to me that at the mid-card, and then you tell me afterwards those other matches that are happening.
Will Ospreay versus Fox? Adam Paul, whatever the guy's name is. What? That's how you followed up after what you did. It's one thing... Hold on, Dimitri. It's one thing to have that match in the middle. Fine. You knew what was going to happen. You knew. You can't go and throw that and then expect Will Ospreay and this Fox guy to try to, up that?
And, buddy, here's the thing. The whole Tony Storm thing, I get it. She's Tony Storm's main event.
We'll get to her in a minute. Don't worry about her.
I get the whole thing. But
don't get...
Listen. Of course, I'm not watching the rest of the show. You give everything front loaded.
Right.
You don't have to mess with the recipe. I just don't understand why we have to reverse sear a steak at high temperature. Why the heck would I put a ribeye at 100% high temperature and let it rest for an hour and 24 minutes? It's going to be cold. It's undercooked. It's not desirable. For the love of God.
Is anyone listening?
Please.
Exactly.
What was the reference you made? We talked about this. You made the best boxing reference of all time, Mitch. Tell the people.
Oh, this is like putting Mayweather in the middle of his card. This is like crazy, you guys. At the end of the day, okay, what are we all talking about? We all know. And this is why I don't understand it. What they decided to do, fine. You guys have the match in the middle. Okay, whatever. Then you guys somewhere along the line go, you know what would really make the fans crazy? If we do this spot. If we do where Adam pulls out that bat with the spikes on it, and then he, loses it, he puts it on the floor or puts it on the ground, and then I suplex him on top of that spiked bat. You guys, you put that at the end as the main event, and you're like, well, no one ever watches. I promise you, that video, like it did, went viral across. It was on TMZ. It was everywhere. Next week, everyone's waiting till the end to see what you guys are going to do next. To put it in the middle and then throw these other matches after. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I've said this before about you guys. You know better. You know better. Then you bring in the whole faction to come and save Jon Moxley. Listen, John, can I say one thing about Jon Moxley? What a stud. Yeah, what a stud. I don't know who came up with this idea. It's like, hey, listen, man, do you think maybe I should suplex you on this dull, spiked bat? Yeah, sure, go ahead, do it. I talked last week about Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher being best friends and trusting each other. That's trust. Respect to these two guys. I don't take anything about. But you don't need to do that to win us over, you guys.
Hold on.
Like, that's almost like too much.
Okay.
Like, what if, Dimitri, I just want to say one thing. If something bad had happened, what do you do? How do you tell TBS and all these other the TV channels that are carrying you?
Right.
Oh, yeah, we paralyzed the guy on national TV.
Well, you go to commercial. The first thing you do.
The referee's going to put an X sign up. Hold on, guys.
The first thing
crazy.
You go to commercial.
It's crazy.
You go to commercial and you have an emergency meeting. Okay, hold on. I'm going to defend it for a second.
Okay.
All
right.
One thing. When you talk about trust, I want to backtrack. You brought up a really good thing. We seem to forget that these are professional wrestlers.
Yes.
Okay.
Agreed.
And so the credit goes twofold. The credit goes to the Mox who says, listen, Cope, when we're doing the match, he asked for it.
Oh, 100%. Okay? Don't get me wrong.
He goes, you're going to do it. The guy goes, there's no way. He goes, no, you're going to do it because I trust you. And then on the other side, we got to give credit to the Cope here for a sec, who knows how to lift the guy up and give the least amount of impact. Buddy.
With all due respect,
Mitch,
I agree and I disagree with you. Dimitri, gravity is no one's friend.
No, I get it.
It's not like he knew exactly, man.
No, he didn't know exactly. But he had, I got to give the Cope some credit there.
I do. Buddy.
That's professional.
Listen.
Okay.
He's a maverick he's Tom Cruise. He's Tom Cruise in Top Gun.
Like Logan Paul Maverick or Tom Cruise?
No, Tom Cruise Maverick.
Fair.
I get it.
Sure.
He's good at what he does. 100%.
Okay.
But that's crazy.
Here's where I'm going to defend the stunt, where a lot of people are like, what? Because I agree. Like, you don't need to do that. Like, it's crazy. Buddy, Wheeler Yuta came out, and you could see he was like trying to take it. He's like, I can't take the thing out. I can't take it out. And you see Paul.
Buddy, he's losing it. Not just that. He's not just he can't get it out. He's like, oh, dude, this is attached to your back.
Yeah. And then you could see Moxley was like, the best part was Moxley turns around and it was almost like our parents yelling at us when we were trying to learn how to work at the restaurants.
Yes.
Right? Like Moxley turns and goes, if you can't do anything, then get out and go wash the dishes. Get out of here. Right? And you're like, oh, okay, I'll go.
Well,
and he runs out. And
what about
like,
Renee in the back, his wife? And she's like, just another day.
Yeah, well,
I guess I'll be putting some aloe on that tonight. Like, what?
The old Vera. The old aloe vera. My point on the whole thing is, here's where I will defend it.
Okay.
I will defend it because AEW, unfortunately, needs something of impact to actually compete.
Impaling a man on TV.
Listen, it is what it is, man.
Right, yeah.
But, you know, that was a moment.
That was a moment. You're right.
Here's the thing where you say we're like, we can criticize it all day long, but at the end of the day, we loved it because we're talking about it.
Yeah.
It was a moment. We're going back to it.
You're right.
And they needed to do that. And that's where these two guys go.
Needed, I don't know.
Well,
but
yeah.
You're right. You're right. You're right about everything you said. I'm not going to argue with you.
But they
You're
needed
right.
to do something because we need to draw our eyes on the competition. The problem is you did it mid-card, but now we got to see the follow-up.
Yeah. The guillotine's coming out. The guillotine match of the week.
That's amazing.
That's crazy. Yeah. All I'm going to say is Pac. I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. Everyone's showing up with pants and guaranteed no Pac, no pant. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's amazing. No pant. This guy will never wear jeans ever. Ever.
And Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah.
When was the last time you cut any hair on your head?
No, I don't mind that. I don't care for that.
Like the beard and the hair.
You think that's okay? What's more weird? Pac never wearing pants,
right?
Or Yuta never cutting his hair?
Where do they do who's their recruiter?
No, be honest. Which one's more weird to you? Like, think about this.
Yeah.
Pac walks into a 7-Eleven to buy a Slurpee. You're like, all right, cool. Pac walks into a 7-Eleven and buys a Slurpee. Which is more weird to you?
Pac.
Yeah,
it is.
Of course it is.
But I don't think Wheeler Yuta's cut his hair.
All right. So then you got the Will Ospreay. Who cares?
Sure.
Like that literally, I don't even know what happened in that match.
Yeah,
I don't care. I assume he won.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Megan Bay. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Everybody's been talking about it. Everybody's asking us on the Celebrate Wrestling page. Everybody.
I'm going to tell you right now from our boy, Taps McGillicuddy, a.k.a. Tips. Actually, I'm going to rename him.
Yeah.
Just the Tips McGee.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. Okay.
He says, what if?
What?
No, he didn't. I just had to throw it in there. He goes, Mitch and Dimitri, is Megan Bain GWO? ? From Thessaloniki, where my dad came from, sincerely, Taps McGillicuddy. I will answer that right now.
Sure.
Let me tell you something, Tips McGee. Just the Tips McGee. Let me explain something to you. You are GWO. You are GWO. Mm-hmm. That means if you're going to tell me that Baba is from Thessaloniki and Megan Bain is where, not just Thessaloniki, but where your Baba is from.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She is GWO material.
We're sending her garb right now.
Right now.
And on top of the fact, what a performance.
And speaking of garb, limited time. Your GWO shirts, ladies and gentlemen, reach out to the McGuire.
Get it out there.
Pre-orders. Limited time.
So they're the main event after all that stuff we just said.
Right.
Okay. Her and, what was that girl? Stradlander? Great match. Like, fun match. Good match. But, and this is the big but, Toni Storm, I've been saying it for months now, is the main event. Her on the microphone, maybe just as good as her in the ring.
And by the way,
she is so good.
Toni Storm loves the Greeks because she made mention of the Greek upper apparatus.
It's true that.
She did that.
And she noticed. That's the thing. She
that
noticed.
They were Greek.
She made a comment about it. Yeah. She's great. And buddy, okay, so the match
That's
ends.
Raw olive oil all through your youth.
Absolutely. When she got on top of the bed, like, you know what it is about Toni, man? She's like a John Cena. If I'm going to wrap this all back.
Sure.
She gets it.
Yeah.
She gets on top of the table and she starts wrapping her hand. Dude, like, the crowd's like, what is going, like, this is amazing. Yeah. And she just jumps in that ring and it's a full hockey fight. Like, I am so, like, as much as Megan is now part of the GWO, Toni Storm, do yourself a favor. Go find one of those Greek guys from last week, marry them, and you're in the GWO. We'll marry you and we'll bring you in based on that.
No, we want nothing to do with them.
No, we don't. Actually, that might not even get you ever in. But we got to maybe make how do you make Toni Storm GWO? She's Australian, lots of Greeks in Australia.
I know.
There's something there.
Let me tell you something.
What's that?
She marries the Scotty A.
The Scotty A.
He's GWO.
He's GWO. Then she's in by royalty.
He's He's one of our guys.
So SmackDown was on early today. It's in Italy. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. Not bad. Not Brussels. That's all I'm going to say. Not bad. Not Brussels.
Name of the pod.
That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to... Grazie. Now, listen.
Yeah.
I like my Italians. You know I like my Italian.
Yeah.
You like your Italian?
I love my Italian.
Who doesn't like it?
No one likes it.
They were great singers, though. They sang every song. They are into the intros for the songs. They loved it. They were like tenors.
Cena.
Let's just go to the quick thing. Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton on video. Why? Because you can't let the Italian security take care of that. You can't. That's an HR nightmare right there. That's an HR nightmare right there.
What's going on over here?
Hey, what do you mean they're gonna fight over here?
Hey, stop it. Leave me alone.
Buddy, when I saw him on video and I was laughing so hard. I'm like, of course you don't let the Italian security guards get involved in this. Last week was my dream come true. This week would have been their nightmare.
Buddy, how bad does that forgotten guy from Imperium feel? Well, what was his name?
Which guy?
Giovanni.
Oh, Giovanni. Yeah. Giovanni.
That guy's like, oh my God, it's going to be great. We're coming to Italy. I got the Italy gimmick. I'm wearing Gucci and yoga. Yoga.
Let's get right to the end. Roman Reigns comes out. All right. The fans were all for it. Seth Rollins comes out. Fans are like, CM Punk comes out.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to say one thing. I have never been his biggest fan, but it's a clear-cut winner right now. That CM Punk right now is the most over guy in wrestling, guys. I don't want to say it, but I'm being honest.
We told you
it's pretty obvious.
We told you so.
Yeah, it's true.
And by we, it's me and Daddy.
And the reality is, they came in, you have these three superstars, and this is the one little problem. They can't coexist with each other. Automatically, they got all three, within minutes, they all started fighting. And a little piece of me is like, because how do you outdo the other guy?
Yeah, that's
right. You know, the egos are too big here. It's too big now.
I was, going back to the CM Punk thing, all jokes aside, at the end of the day, all of them can criticize CM Punk as much as they want, and that's fine. Maybe they had good reason to, or whatever the case is. But regardless, the moment he stepped in and he walked the walk, nobody had anything to say, Mitch.
It's true. It was
now you look and it's like Rollins goes, "I hated you." Oh, here's what. But that's been CM Punk's whole thing. You can hate the guy all he wants.
I hate that I agree with everything you're saying.
Yeah, but it's like, hey guys, guess what? Drew, you're good, but with me, you're great. Hey, Rollins, guess what? You are really great, but with me, you might be the greatest.
And I'll say one other thing. You know who's really making me like him more and more each week is Drew McIntyre. Him and they're going at it. They're doing their thing, and it's like, what can I'm really enjoying Drew McIntyre right now.
Well,
Damian Priest and him.
Yeah,
it's going to be a great WrestleMania match.
But with Drew McIntyre, the only mistake they ever did. Well, that's not a mistake. I take that back. That's not a mistake. Remember when he first came in after a while, and he basically was who he is today? Mm-hmm. Dark, new, aggressive. You're like, this guy's a heel. It's Drew McIntyre. He's got his dyed hair. He's looking more swole. All this stuff. Then they really tried the baby face thing with him. It didn't work out because it's not him. Now they're getting back to it.
It's true.
That guy's the champ within a calendar. That guy's the champ within a year.
You think so?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting play there.
Yeah, you know what? Because they're I could see the writings on the wall. They're beating him down
to bring him up.
To bring him really up as a heel.
I hope so. There's just something about the way he does his promos too. It's just I like everything about him right now. He's got it going on. I like it. Do you know what else I like?
What's that?
It's the power rankings of the ACT. Now, each and every week, we've been taking some of the suggestions you guys have given us. This week, we did our own. It's the ACT John Cena Power Rankings brought to you by Mitch and Dimitri. Here we go. Remember, it's based on a curve. What have you done for us lately?
Go ahead.
At number 5, John Cena's attire. Did you notice he was wearing the Belgium colors on his attire this week?
I'm just saying.
Just saying. The guy cares, even though he doesn't care.
They're not just for Sprouts. Brussels are for Cena.
At number 4, telling the truth. You guys can't handle the truth. Tell him, Dimitri.
You want him on those ropes. You need him on those ropes.
At number 3, it's Cena's ability to be self-control. You don't think he wanted to answer and say something back to Cody after Cody said all those nasty, dirty words to him? And he didn't, because he stayed loyal and respect, the two things on his chest. At number 3.
That's right. And don't forget one thing. He's all hustle.
At number 2, Cena, his courage. You know what? He knew he was going into a hostile crowd, and he said, I'm going to go into this hostile crowd. I'm going to go in here and tell them all how I feel about them after 20 plus years of being their champion. I'm about to be maybe the all-time champion of all-time champions. I got to tell him the truth.
And tell him when he's telling lies.
And at number 1, we said to you a couple times, hey, Belgium. Not bad. You're number 1, Belgium. The Belgium crowd, number 1 this week on the John Cena Power Rankings that we did this week for John Cena.
Well, in my estimation, what happened overseas is landlocked as the greatest fan base, maybe of all time.
What do you say? What do you say?
They deserve it.
They deserve it. There it is. ACT for the week. What a great week of wrestling.
That's great. That's really great that you do the power rankings. Because with the power rankings, unfortunately, have to come
the chair shot?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you right now, chair shot of the week, I'm going to give it to you, MJF. Why? Because you are just getting lost in translation, my friend. All you do is talk in promos. I don't see you in the ring anymore, and you are getting overshadowed by everyone else at AEW. Chair shot goes to MJF this week for being in the island of Paul Heyman's irrelevancy. Unfortunately, you can't talk your way out of this one. We got to start to see some action. Another chair shot goes into AEW. You guys have a problem with tag teams, and now you got to get the FTR potentially breaking up?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Maybe not AEW. Chair shot goes to the Cope. Oh. You made this happen. You made this happen.
You're going to have to decide.
And chair shot goes to Italy. Why? You wanted it so bad? You got it so bad. But here's the thing. 1 p.m. start, my time, I'm still working. I'm coming back from lunch. I don't have enough time to keep up with things, especially when we don't talk during the week. Those are the chair shots of the week, Mitch.
I love it. Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Listen, I'll give a lot of respect to Italy on one thing. You guys showed up 2 hours early. I did watch you on Netflix today. You showed up 2 hours early. You haven't had a main event, a WWE event in 18 years, and they all showed up with their flags. But it wasn't about you. It was about, this has always been about one person and one person only. And that's John Cena.
Where's Santino?
Yeah, where was he?
Yeah, anyways,
you had that brain. Like, that was the biggest mistake of the
Listen, we know where all of you are. All of you are celebrating wrestling. And all of you are celebrating wrestling on the Celebrate Wrestling podcast feed. We can't thank you enough for joining us here on the alternate commentary table with Mitch and Dimitri. Celebrate Wrestling is the name of the game, but McGuire on Wrestling is where you need to be tomorrow because it's dropping. Legends and Champions during the week, dropping it like it's hot. But I gotta give the biggest credit where credit is due. It's not John Cena. It's not Cody Rhodes. It's not the spiked bat that Colt used to put Moxley. It's the Greek World Order. Credit to GW Joe. To your coworker that walks by you and gives you a chair shot because everybody knows what he's talking about. Credit to the Just the Tips McGee, to the Matty Smith, to everyone in Thessaloniki. Credit to
Sam Greco.
Sam Greco. And by the way, Sam, I went to the rule book. M and L
They're right next to each other.
They're next to each other in the alphabet. So you pick one. Not us decide. You pick one.
I think you did pick one.
So anyways, Sal, Sam, I am, green eggs and ham, it doesn't matter because we love all of you. Thank you for listening to us. We'll see you next week, ladies and gentlemen.
Great week, boys.